lot of years, especially if they're good. So we need sound structure, we need durability, we need longevity. We need these females to last. All right? So what we're looking for here is structure. How do these girls move on their 4 feet? How do they hold up in the rain? They can't hold up in the rain for 20 minutes. It's going to be really hard to give an argument for them holding up for 4, 5, 6 years. All right? So structure. How are they moving? So when we're judging a group of breeding gilts, we want to see them move freely. We want to see this angle in their front foot. We want to see them not down too far on their front feet, okay, but walking solidly on their front feet. Some girls get right up on their tippy toes. Some girls will put their feet way down like this, and it almost looks like they're walking on their dew claws. Neither one of those are good because they're not stable in their front feet, okay? They need to be able to carry a litter. They need to be able to withstand the weight of that boar if they're going to be, if they're not going to be artificially inseminated. Okay, so they need to be really sound on their feet to carry the litter, to carry the weight of the boar. They need to be able to be up and moving around for a long time so we can use them. So looking for structure in their feet. Next, we really want to see a long body on a gilt. The longer the body, the easier it is for her to carry that litter. Okay, so in a litter, we can have anywhere from 4 to 15, sometimes 18 to 20 pigs. Okay, so the longer the body, the longer that her reproductive tract and the bigger that's going to be. Okay, so that she's going to be able to sustain those piglets, sustain that 114 days. They're going to be more protected, there's going to be more room in there. Okay, she's probably going to be more successful as somebody who's carrying a litter. So we want to look for length of body, we want to look for structure. Alright? There are some differences that we really want to make sure that are key to her being a female. One of those would be her underline. Okay, and what her underline is her teats. Okay? There needs to be 12 to 14 teats to feed that litter. Okay? We want to look for pin needles. Does anybody know what a pin needle is? Okay, it's a really small teat. When you look at her underline, it should be consistent. Okay? But if you're looking at an underline and you see a little squeaker where there should be a normal line, okay, that's a pin needle. And those probably aren't going to work. They're probably not going to work. They're not going to work. Okay? So that doesn't make her as durable as a female, as durable as a saddle. Alright? So we want to take into consideration that her underline is going to depend or determine how good a mother that she can be. So structure in her feet, length of body for her reproductive tract, and then what is she going to do as a mom? Okay, so those pin needles, will she be able to feed her piglets? Will she be able to nurture that litter and get them up and moving around so that they can be product for us in the future? Another difference between meat animal and breeding animal is really carrying on that breed characteristic. Okay? Really carrying on that Hampshire characteristic of that belt. So this is more of an appearance thing. So is she going to carry on that Hampshire quality, that Paul and China quality? So knowing your breed characteristics, knowing that Hampshires are that belted above with the black in front above. Yorkshires, that straight ear, doesn't look like a Yorkshire. Is she a pretty female? Okay, so being able to carry on those genetics. Something else that I like to do when judging females is to ask yourself, what does this female not have that I would pair with the male? Okay, so looking at this female, what does she need to help her be a better female? And the reason we do this is because we are using these animals to get better, right? We don't want to stay the same. We always want to move forward. So we're going to look at our animals and ask ourselves, what does she not have? What do I wish she had? And how can I make that happen? Okay? So that's kind of a key thing that I use when I would judge a breeding class. Structure, appearance, femininity. Okay? Is she clean in her jowl? Is she clean in her flank? Is she clean in her belly? Does she come across the top nice? Is she wide across her top and base? And then her appearance, her femininity, okay? The last thing I'm going to talk about is just her bulk, okay? If she's she's got a vulva that's coming out, if it's turned in, if it's turned up, we want a clean vulva because that's where everything goes on, right? That's where the breeding starts, that's where the production ends, okay? So making sure that her vulva's out, that it's up, that it looks clean, so that she can keep reproducing. Does that make sense? Or did I hit most of the stuff? Does anybody have any questions? We did market and we did breeding.